most powerful weapon in history. It wasn't a sword or a gun or an army. It was non-violence. Used by a man who dressed like the poorest farmer, who walked hundreds of miles, and who once failed in his job because he was too shy to speak. Yet this shy and simple man challenged a large empire and won freedom for millions. A very beautiful morning to all of you present here. I am Kalpana Sharma from class 9. And today I am going to tell you about this extraordinary man whose name is Mohandas Karamchand Gander. And a few days ago on October 2nd, the entire nation celebrated his birthday as Gandhi Jayanti. Everyone knows the name Mahatma Gandhi, but today I am going to tell you the forgotten facts and key moments that built his strength and defined his global legacy. Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2nd, 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat, and his birthday is recognized by the United Nations as the International Day of Non-Violence. He was raised in a religious home, but he was not a saint from birth. As a young man, he was so desperate to prove himself brave that he secretly broke his family's strict vegetarian code by trying meat. He later committed a worse offense, stealing a small piece of gold to clear a debt. Overcome by guilt, he wrote a confession note to his father. But his father didn't punish him. He simply read the note and tore it out. This act of forgiveness led to Gandhi's lifelong belief in the ultimate power of truth. After studying law in London, he returned to India in 1891. In his very first court case, he was so terrified by the sight of the judge that he couldn't speak a single word, forcing him to run out of the courtroom. Then, the truly transformative chapter of his life began when he sailed to South Africa in 1893. He was traveling first class by train but was ordered out because of his race. When he refused, he was forcibly thrown off the train at Pietermaritzburg station. Shivering in the cold night, he resolved to fight injustice but without violence. He returned to India in January 1950. He spent the first few years traveling the country to understand the heart of its people. The clothes we associate with him today, the dhoti and the shawl, were not a fashion choice. In 1921, while traveling through Madurai, he saw the extreme poverty of the farmers who could barely afford to cover their bodies. He instantly decided that if his people could not afford a full garment, their leader would not wear one either. Then the struggle peaked with the iconic salt satyagraha in 1930. On March 12, 1930, he and 78 followers walked 240 miles to the sea. He was teaching every villager how to break an unfair law simply by using what nature provides. The final major movement he initiated was the Quit India movement in 1942, where he gave the ultimate call, do or die. The message was clear: fight for freedom non-violently until the very end. Tragically, on March 13, 1948, he was assassinated on his way to a prayer meeting. So at the end of my speech, I would say only one thing, that history is created not by those who have the most power, but by those who have the most courage to be honest with themselves and the world. Thank you.